Dragon Age, the Veilguard is showing that these gaming journos will go full mask off just to attack you as a player. Why? Because they hate you. And this is what they've always been about. They don't even like these games. They admit it multiple times that it's all fake. All their shilling is fake. All of their reviews are fake. Their IGN 7 out of 10s are fake. It is just because they know the gamers don't like something, so they're going to push it as hard as they freaking can just to make a political point. That's why new gaming journalists are needed. That's why we're here. That's why we're doing what we're doing in the culture war, both on my YouTube and on my Fandom Pulse Substack. So please check these out, guys. Subscribe to our channel and subscribe to our Substack as we write the articles that a lot of the YouTubers are using. We got John F. Trent over on our site now, which is awesome. He was working for the That Park Place for a while, and before that was editor-in-chief of Bounding Into Comics. So a huge get for us, and we are, of course, going to bring you even more news, and we're going to just, take down the Access Media establishment one by one. Thank you for being here. And guys, I'm a science fiction and fantasy author myself, and if you like the Dragon Age setting, check out For Steam and Country. It is the first book in a series of 6 by me, and it's a lot of fun. It doesn't have any of the weird non-binary crap in it, so you can enjoy it. Actually, your kids can enjoy it. It's very clean as well, and it's on ebook, print, and audio. Would love for you to check this out. It's in the description below. Thank you so much for reading, guys. You've given us a couple really stellar months, and it's just been amazing to be here. So support our channel and read the books today. Okay, so Bloomberg writer Jason Schreier, I hope I pronounced that right, attacks gamers as chuds and lies about DEI policies. Now, this is not the only gaming journal who's done this. We've seen it at IGN, PC Gamer. We've seen the guy Paul Tassi from Forbes do much similar. These people really, really, really hate you, and they want you dead. They really do. And that's what all of this is about. And this guy just went so nutty yesterday. Maybe it's the election just causing these people to just like completely melt down. But Dragon Age seems to have done a lot as well. And I'll show you what's happening here. Jason Schreier, who writes at Bloomberg but previously worked at Kotaku, imagine that. It's a big circle jerk, guys. Attacked gamers as chuds and lied, stating that don't fail financially due to diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives as far as games. On X, Schreier disingenuously attempted to claim that Dragon Age the Veilguard was doing well sales-wise, despite posting a photo of the game's peak concurrent player count hitting 58,000 players. It eventually did hit a peak of 70,000 players and hit an all-time high of 77 on the second day. Both numbers are still subpar for a AAA game like this and indicate that sales for the game will likely be soft and much lower than what EA and BioWare would like to see. This game's not like completely shitting the bed like Conquered and just dying, but it is not good for how much money they invested and put into this, and how much time they invested and put into this. So it is not staying at the top of the charts. I mean, yes, it is up there, but it is not where it needs to be, which should be up in the number 1, number 2, and number 3 spot. And Jason Schreier here says this, go woke, go the top of the charts. They're little smug attitudes towards gamers. It's absolutely terrible to see, but it's very, very normal as well. So somebody said, there's no way you genuinely like this turd, referring to the game. And it's for multiple reasons. It's because the art direction is just wrong for the story. It's the fact that they removed characters and just downplayed characters that people liked from the prior installments. And on top of that, then they went for this weird like top surgery thing in the character creation deal, and then they're making you do penance if you don't gender people correctly in the game. It's insane, and so people don't want to play this. It's not fun. The gameplay leaves something to be desired on top of this. And as you see, this is the mask off. I actually don't like this game very much, but I do like seeing you chuds get dunked on. And this is it, guys. They want these games to be a success so hard, even if they're bad games. This is a Bloomberg gaming journalist who worked at Kotaku. This is like, they don't care about games. This is literally him telling you he doesn't care about video games. He doesn't actually like it. He actually just wants to see gamers angry, and that's the entire purpose of what he does. Absolutely wild. And so crazy stuff right here. In other words, you don't actually care about the game, as a gamer actually says this. You just want to see your wokeism validated. No, I am simply sharing another data point to support what I've been trying to explain for years now, which is despite what idiots may tell you, DEI is not a factor in whether games do or do not sell. Or apparently it is. So this is a complete lie too, gaslighting everybody on this level. And we've seen it huge in 2024. We saw Suicide Squad kill the Justice League, shit the bed. Why? Because of the wokeism and the agenda that was pushed on that by Sweet Baby Inc. We saw Conquered have 0 players. Why? Well, it was pretty obvious on that level. We saw Dustborn do much the same. All of these games that have pushed this sort of thing. We saw Ubisoft. How did I forget Ubisoft? Oh my gosh. The internet, gosh. It seems like months ago is years ago, right? And of course, they had to push back Assassin's Creed Shadows because they're so scared about it underperforming after Star Wars Outlaws just absolutely just died on the vine as well. These people have a string of failures behind them and a string of very expensive, the games I listed, we're talking billions of dollars at this point. And so when Dragon Age, because the brand has not been killed so much, like a lot of these other brands have already been killed, we know that Ubisoft has had a string of failures before it that are pretty big. BioWare, of course, had Mass Effect Andromeda, so gamers are bracing for this already, but people still have a huge nostalgia for Dragon Age, and they wanted it for a long, long time because the last game came out 10 years ago. So that's a lot of anticipation built, which leads to some pre-orders before all the controversy hits and gets crazy on everybody. But now that it has, gamers really are not playing the game, which means that it's not going to have a good long tail, which means it's going to be a financial failure. It's pretty obvious. I mean, it's just logic that you could go through here. But they don't care about logic. Again, these guys just care about the woke agenda. He then doubled down on his attack on gamers. As it says, it does contribute to a game downfall. I'm wondering now, do you know why Dustborn fail? And this guy says, because nobody knows what it is except for you and your chud friends. Oh my gosh. Using chud is so like 2021, isn't it? As an insult. This is pretty funny. But this is who these people are. They are, every time they like go out there and call you hateful bigots and say that you're terrible people, etc., it's them. It's projection, guys. They hate you so much. Remember, this guy says the game's not even good. He just wants it to be a success, even though it's not good, just to own gamers. This is who he is. This is who the entire media is. This is everybody who comes out of Kotaku, and this is exactly why we have to call this stuff out all the time. So 2 days after Schur's attacks on games and his obvious lie, Ubisoft's Assassin's Creed Shadows boss informed a BAFTA event that the backlash due to Assassin's Creed Shadows over its diversity and inclusion agenda has been devastating. Oops, I guess the companies know better. Eurogamer reported that during the event, he said, the current climate is tough on our creative teams. He said they face lies, half-truths, personal attacks online when the work they put and pour their hearts into is twisted into a symbol of division. It's not just disheartening, it can be devastating. And I hope that more of these people get devastated, honestly. They deserve it. What keeps me going is a resilience born out of conviction that I see in our teams every day. I'm especially proud of our Shadows team for staying true to their creative vision and the core tenets of Assassin's Creed. Oh, how fun. So he made it clear that discussions around Ubisoft's diversity and inclusion policies they inject can influence how our games are perceived. But rather than shy away from those conversations, we should see them as an opportunity. It's an opportunity to convert people to the cause, and that's all these people care about. It's not the games. They say it themselves that they don't even like the games. Here it is. I don't like the game very much, but he's going to shill for it anyway. That's how desperate they are for culture war victories. That's how desperate they are for the DEI agenda to get into games. And they're lying about everything that goes along. I mean, if you look at the way that this is going, Metacritic has this game, Dragon Age, sitting at an 85%. And if you look at actual gamer reviews, they are completely negative. Steam reviews are mostly positive, quote, for Dragon Age the Veilguard, which completely, so they lied about it, of course. And so you look at these games, they're not reviews, right? They lie, mostly positive. This is not a review. This is a place you can lay down your grave flowers and funeral spray tombstone for the once beloved BioWare. I guess they don't count that. And then I will edit my review if my opinion changes. I'm 4 hours in. I don't feel like the game has started. Ooh, that's rough. My initial impressions, the bad first characters you meet are goofy. Only bug I've seen is my character makeup didn't carry into the game from creation. Combat might be a little easy. I'm playing on Nightmare. It feels like it should be standard difficulty. So the story is generic. It's not bad. Game's beautiful. Here's one right there. Okay. So this is one that people actually did like a little bit. But very interesting right there. The game's faced a lot of hard reviews. I'm really loving the character's story is well written. Wait a minute. This is very much the same thing that was said multiple times. It's like it's fake. Yeah, don't buy the game now. Recommend. Really funny as this is going along. All right. So these people, again, just don't care about the games. It's absolutely true. And they hate you. That's what it's about. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure to read my books, guys. If you like fantasy, you're going to love this series. It's in the description below. Thank you for being there.